Everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day today. Thank you for tuning into this video. We are here to answer the question, is Spelunky 2 worth picking up? Is it worth the price tag? Is it worth your time? Is it worth it? So, at the time of this recording, Spelunky 2 costs $19.99 US on Steam and the PlayStation Store, which in my mind is a pretty gosh darn reasonable price for an indie game. But some people think it's too hard for the average gamer, you're not going to progress at all. It's not worth your time, it's not worth your effort. But we're going to get into all that kind of stuff here in just a second. But before we do, please remember to like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. Come hang out on Twitch, where I'm trying to stream as much as I can. I play Spelunky 2, bunch of different games over there, so come hang out, come have fun, come enjoy the community. So for those of you who don't know, Spelunky 2 is an incredibly difficult roguelike game that gives feelings of great satisfaction and great disappointment all in one big package. It can give gamers the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. My experience, if you do something great in Spelunky, if you make some progress, if you make a good play, it makes you feel like you're the king of the world, on top of the world. Like you're the best Spelunky 2 player NA, you know? However, it's also made me feel like I want to uninstall the game and never play again. So when you first start playing Spelunky, your first few runs might look something like this. Monster died, did it go away forever? Like, oh god. Hold on. So it's definitely going to take some people a lot longer than others to start showing some improvement, start making some progress, and clawing your way through the game, especially if you didn't play the first game. I didn't play the first game. I played maybe an hour of the first game with my brother. I didn't own it, he owned it, so I played a little bit with him here and there. I didn't personally own that first game. But I promise, if you stick with it, if you put a little bit of time, a little bit of effort in the game, you will get better. With time and effort, you will slowly progress through each level. Yes, I said slowly, it will be slow, but you'll get there, I promise. Let's get right into the first area of the game here. I'm going to show footage of the game, but it won't be past this first area here called the dwelling. So this is the first place you'll be, 1-1. So it's the first area in the game, but it is absolutely brutal. You wouldn't think like the first area, like usually it goes pretty easy on you. Like, oh yeah, the developer's gonna go easy on me. It's the first level of the first game. It's not gonna be that bad. But you'll be sitting there safe for 1 second, and the next thing you know, boom, you're dead. Deadly enemies such as moles, skeletons, really test your patience and temper. Moles are new in this game, and they can just come out of nowhere and just wreck your whole day. You'll have 4 HP, next thing you know you got 1 HP and you're frustrated, it's tough. But once you've died a couple hundred times, you start making some progress into the next area. I'm not going to spoil anything about that, but I can tell you once you get there, once you start making that progress, it feels awesome. You feel like you really accomplished something and you're doing good work, and it's totally worth it in my opinion. Moving into the progression of the game. Once you enter a certain area a certain number of times, you have to give up some resources, but it gives you the opportunity to unlock shortcuts along the way, and eventually you can start moving further and further in the game each time. Now to unlock some different endings, that kind of things, you have to start from the very beginning, pick up some certain items. That's way down the road. If you're asking me, someone who's just a casual Spelunky 2 player getting into the game, unlock those shortcuts, use those shortcuts, get through the game first so you know what each area expects of you, and then from there you can move on to trying to unlock all the different endings and that kind of thing. There are a ton of different endings in this game, so there's always something to work towards. I think you could honestly probably have like 20-30 hours into Spelunky 2 and not have all the endings, not even close. It's crazy how much this game really has to offer. So just that alone kind of makes me think the price tag is going to be worth it at the end of the day. But let's get into the controls, the visuals, that good stuff in the game. It's 10 out of 10 for me. The controls feel really, really tight and precise, which in a game like this you really need, because it's a lot of intricate little, I got to do this just right so this happens. Really tight, incredible controls. The areas in this game are also awesome. So much fun to explore. You'll have different enemies in each area. They all look different environmental hazards, that kind of thing. So combining all that kind of stuff makes the progression that much better. When you unlock a new area and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing of all time. So we're getting to the end of the video now. It wasn't a very long one, but I think I've provided enough information here. So if you're going to ask me, is $20 too much for Spelunky 2, or is Spelunky 2 worth picking up for that $20 price tag? It's absolutely worth that $20 price tag. Keeping it short, simple, sweet here today. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video, come hang out on Twitch. Hopefully this helped you in your Spelunky 2 decision. If you're going to buy the game, I'd highly recommend it. It's easier to progress than people give it credit for. A lot of people just start from the beginning, think I have to start from here and get through the whole. You don't. Use those shortcuts. Don't let mainstream media trick you into thinking you have to. It's absolutely worth picking up. Use those shortcuts, and you make sure you have a great rest of your day. I hope I helped you a little. Take care.